Okay, so today I'm doing a little bit of a different unboxing. This is the Eachine FPV 200 set. It's got, basically it's a complete FPV setup for the quad side anyway. It's got a 148 degree field of view camera, and I got it from Banggood, and I'll put a link down in the description. Boxing's really good on it, and the reason I've gone for this is building the RoboCat 270. It doesn't come with a camera, so I've been recommended this one, and I'm just going to go through it just to see what we get for our money. It was just over £20, I think it's around $30, which seems a really good price for this complete setup, I think, anyway. Obviously the instructions, and I'll have a quick flick through those, but I think it's pretty sort of plug and play from what I can understand from other things I've seen about it. And into the actual box itself, and yep, that's quite simply done. So we've got a ordinary, the sort of cheap, I think they're called rubber duck and antenna there, or stick antenna, another term for it. That comes with it, and then you've got the cables in there as well, and then the actual camera itself, which actually looks pretty good, and then the actual transmitter itself, and there we go. And it works on 5.8. It's a 32 channel 200 milliwatt transmitter, so it should be pretty good. I only fly very close to in the garden or around the woods here, so I'm never really never need a lot of power for the FPV, and for what I do it is absolutely fine. If you needed to, I do have the 600 version of this, so you could, I could always swap it over if I needed to. But the actual build looks really nice. There's an awful lot of electronics on the camera compared to a couple of other cameras I've had a look at, and certainly the ones you take out of the quads seem to be lacking in electronics compared to this. And let's just have a look. I mean, the lens looks pretty good as well, and 148 degrees, I think that's a pretty good field of view as well. And again, it's really nicely done. It looks sort of quality, and there's just the one cable, and I'll just have a quick read through, and then we'll get it assembled, have a quick look at it, and then next thing we'll be fitting it on a quad. Now, that didn't take long. It seems a really good, simple setup. Basically, the power is supplied by your a 3-cell battery, and that's basically how it plugs into here. So it's and it's just a balance charger bit it plugs into, so that's a great little system. And then to assemble it together, you simply, and the connections look really good actually, you just simply push that one into there, always nervous with these, just where they're so tiny, always worried about bending a pin and then you're done. There we go, that has gone in okay. I'm going to use this antenna to start with. Like I say, I really don't need any more power for where I fly, but if I do, I've got the cloverleaf ones as well. And then the other end just simply plugs into the camera itself, and again, just make sure you've got that round the right way. Oh, like I say, really nervous with these things. There we go. Wow, it's, when it's in, it's in. It's not going to come out, which is brilliant, because you really wouldn't want that to pop out, would you, when you were just deep in the woods or anything. And then to power, you just simply plug it into here, from what I understand. And that should be us all going. We've got a couple of LEDs come up. Oh, actually, I'll zoom the camera in and we'll do a close-up on here, because there's an array of LEDs here. And let's just run through what these do. Okay, just changed over to get a little bit closer in to show you this. I think this is a great little system. Basically, we've got all the channels you can choose here, and nothing uncommon about that. But the way you select your channels, and I'm hoping the camera will pick this up, is you have 1 to 8 there, and then A to F there, and the default is B1, so you can just look up what frequency that is. And if you want to change, the numbers, you just simply press it rapidly and it scans along. And if you want to change from B, which is default, you just literally hold it in, and then it will jump over to E, and then hold it again, to F and then back to 1, and then you can scan through again. Okay, so I've got my screen that came with my FPV racer, and this has got an auto tune thing on it, which is quite good. Just got the little camera and the transmitter, as I say. I'm just going to plug it into the 3-cell again. There we go, and there we have the picture. Now, the thing I couldn't find on the web when I was looking to mount this in the quad was what way up it goes. And basically, as you'll see, it goes up. This is the bottom. So I'm sure you plug it in and try it on the FPV first. I'm sure that's what everyone does. But I was just going to actually put it in and then wire it all up. But worth checking. And I'll just quickly take it over by the window, and you can actually see what it looks like outside. Hopefully that gives you some idea of what it's like. I'm pretty impressed with it actually. The kit seems very good for the money. Enjoy your flying.